I'm doing good.
Hey,
How
Oh,
are
Coach,
you're
you?
can
good.
you hear us?
What's up, coach?
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, we'll have our first question from Jake Arthur.
Hey, Gus. So on Sunday, that short passing touchdown from the Broncos, it looked like Nick was trying to switch coverage, but maybe the message just didn't come get home. What was that? What happened on the play?
No, there was no switch of coverage. It just there was motion, and he's just got to get out a little bit wider
Okay.
and be able to put himself in position to cover that. So, there was no change in coverage or communication. It's just the execution of the coverage.
James Boyd.
Gus, what are you seeing from Tommy going into year two? And I mean, he moves large people and does it looks like easily in that preseason opener. So just from a strength standpoint, but also a knowledge standpoint.
Yeah, I think, he's probably, if you look at the D-line group, we've had conversation that he's probably one of the most improved, from where he was. And you see that sometimes in second-year players where they get a better feel. Their off-season, they may change a few things here or there, realizing after going through a season what they need work on. But, give credit to himself. I mean, he's done a great job. And then the D-line coaching staff has really worked with him too. So it's been good. He's playing more consistent versus the run and the pass. And so we're pleased with where he's at right now.
Joel.
Gus, what did you see out of Dallis Flowers on Sunday?
I think I wouldn't say kind of what we expected. Although, we said in OTAs, that last 5% or that last 10% is what he needs work on. So we kind of anticipated that there would be some spots where he was just getting acclimated to the speed of the game again. So, I know for him, he didn't play as good as he wanted to, but we kind of anticipated there might be some different looks that he might have to get accustomed to just coming back off this injury. So, I think that's a good start for him. We know where he's at. He knows where he's at and the progress he has to make.
Is Jalen Simpson, does he have a chance to I mean, I know doesn't have a chance to start, but does he have a chance to be good depth for you guys?
Well, that's what we're hoping, from where he was at in OTAs to where he is now, marked progress. I do think the consistency and the strength of the game and things like that playing strength, we still need to take a look at. So, but he's, you can tell, and that's what I tell those guys, just make sure you're getting better. Make sure that every day there's something that we look at that you're improving on. And he's done that part of it. Now, I would agree with you, Joe. I think, to put him in that starting mode, I think he's a ways away from that, but he has made progress. And we're just keeping a close eye on him to see what he does these next couple of weeks.
We're going to go back to Jake.
Okay.
So Micah obviously had that big kind of hit the triple play on that one. How big was that for you guys to see that he you drafted him kind of for that playmaking ability, but even outside of that play, how would you guys evaluate his day?
You know what? I think he's a guy, you're right, that Chris Ballard, when we talked to the scouts about him, was that he was a ball hawk and he had the ability to bring the ball back to the sideline. And so, to see that actually happen is not surprising. And it was almost like it confirmed what our thoughts were. So for him, now it's just consistency. He missed an open field tackle. He missed a coverage here, but he plays fast. And, and even if he makes a mistake, he plays fast. So it gives us the idea we just got to speed up, the reps that he gets and make sure that he takes advantage of it so he can play more consistently. But he is a ball hawk, and, that part of it confirmed it. And there was other chances he went for the ball too. So that's a good sign that they're playing fast, even though, there's a lot going on in his mind right now.
We have another one from James.
Gus, how would you evaluate Nick's overall day Sunday? I know we talked about touchdown already, but also he had like that bang bang potential interception as well.
Right. I think, he played both. He played free safety and strong safety. And I thought free safety, just like you said, James, he showed up. His angles were better. He had a couple of racer tackles. His, leverage was better. His vision of the quarterback, his plant and break back there was better. So, that part was cool to see. Just like Rodney, they kind of in the last 10 days or so have put together some back-to-back practices to where it gives us, hey, they're competing, they're taking on this challenge, and they're getting better. So now at strong safety, you're right. There's a couple plays right there that, when you're around the action like that, and I know for Nick, he knows he needs to make that play and knew he should have made the play. So at least there's that part of it. But I think we look at it 2 different segments, both at free and at strong, and then evaluate it like that.
Joel?
What'd you see from Latu? He ended up getting a good run against a pretty experienced left tackle. Yeah, they left Bowles in a long time.
Yeah, and I think, preseason, you hope to see a skill set, right? I mean, right now, it's not like the D-line took a lot of time studying their offensive personnel, nor I'm sure did their offensive personnel take a good hard look at our defense and really game plan it. So it was just, hey, let's go out there and play and see what happens. So we did see some good rushes from him. We saw the same things that we saw in practice: his speed, his bend, his ability to, his pass rush moves, his ability to put, a couple combinations together. We saw that in a limited number of plays. So he just needs, this week will be good because you'll go against him he'll get a lot of playing time, and then he just takes that next step and then realize, once we get the regular season, now teams game plan him for he's got to be able to have counters and things like that. But right where we expected him to be.
Real quick, was he at all not frustrated after the game, but I've seen him be so happy, but it looked like he was so mad that he couldn't play longer or whatever after the game. It was a different vibe from him from a competitive standpoint.
Right. He is extremely competitive, and he brings an energy to our team, to our unit, that same energy that you guys know when you visit with them. And it's just, you can tell there's a definite passion for the game, and it's pretty cool. It doesn't matter, when he got drafted, how much money he's making, he loves the game and he plays accordingly. So yeah, he wanted to play the whole game, and, he enjoyed it out there. And so we're just trying to bring him along. And, I think that you'll see him get quite a few reps this week in the joint practice.